Today, we're diving into a strategy for handling really tough situations. Now, it might feel a little counterintuitive at first, but trust me, it's one of the most effective tools you have, the sovereign power of silence.
So let's just start with a quote that is the absolute heart of this whole idea. Your absence becomes louder than your presence ever was. Keep that in mind, okay? Because it's going to be the key that unlocks everything else we talk about.
So, how can saying nothing become a powerful statement? Well, that's exactly what our first section is all about, the unspoken statement.
You know, we're all conditioned to respond, right? To defend our position, to fight to get the last word in. But what if that's actually the wrong move? Walking away? That's not giving up. It's making a deliberate, powerful statement. Often, it's way stronger than any words you could ever come up with.
Okay, but what's the actual logic here? I mean, how does this really work? Let's get into the nuts and bolts of the strategy, the logic of absence.
Let's be crystal clear about what this is. We're talking about the power move. Now, this isn't for a simple disagreement. This is a tool you pull out when someone's behavior is so far out of line, so unacceptable, that it doesn't even deserve a response. This isn't the petty, silent treatment. This is a final move. You're not trying to argue with them anymore. You're just concluding the interaction. Full stop.
And this is where it gets really interesting when you put them side by side. On the left, when you engage, you actually end up validating their bad behavior. You're basically saying, yes, this is a topic worthy of discussion. It invites more back and forth, and it keeps you trapped in that toxic dynamic. But look at the right. Silence does the exact opposite. It completely invalidates the behavior, it shuts down any chance of negotiation, and, this is the big one, it removes you from that negative situation entirely.
So yeah, the logic definitely tracks. But that still leaves us with a pretty big question. Why? Why is silence so incredibly powerful from a psychological standpoint?
And that question brings us right to the psychological core of this entire concept, how you can become louder than your presence.
And here we are, back to that central quote. Because this is really where the psychological punch comes from. See, when you're there, arguing, yelling, defending, the focus is on the fight itself. But the second you walk away, the focus shifts completely to why you left.
And this explains exactly how that happens. Your absence creates a void. There's suddenly nothing for them to push against. That emptiness forces introspection. They're left totally alone with their own actions. And that highlights the severity of what they did in a way your words never could. And finally, it communicates absolute finality. The conversation is over, period.
All right, so how do you actually put this into practice? Let's get down to it in our final section, the ultimate power move.
Now, this next point is absolutely crucial. We are not, and I repeat not, talking about the manipulative, silent treatment. That's a childish tactic designed to punish someone. This is strategic disengagement. It's a mature, thoughtful tool for setting firm boundaries and protecting your own mental peace.
So here it is, a simple three-step framework. First, you have to recognize when behavior crosses the line into unacceptable. Second, you make a conscious choice to disengage instead of just reacting emotionally. And third, and this is the hardest part, you have to step back and let your absence deliver the message. You have to trust the power of that silence.
So, I'll leave you with one final thought to take with you. As you go about your day, your week, just think about this in your own world. In your life, when is silence the strongest response you can give?